Hello everyone, welcome to the JOVANT Remodeling channel. In this video, I'm going to go over most of the types of nail guns you'll meet on the market. I'll show you what work they're suited for and the type and model of nails used, as well as a demonstration of the use of a nail gun. Hopefully, with this video you'll get a basic understanding of nail guns and find the right one for you to use. Then we'll start now. First, pneumatic nail gun. Currently the most representative nail gun products. With compressed air as a power source, the nails are shot with great force and can be easily nailed into a variety of materials. It can realize rapid succession, high efficiency, and can meet the needs of large-scale, high-intensity operations. For example, in industries such as furniture manufacturing and construction and renovation, pneumatic staple gun for fast, high-volume stapling jobs. However, it needs to be connected to an air compressor before it can be used and is not flexible enough due to the limitation of the length of the air hose. Air compressors make constant noise when working. It is more recommended for professional users. Otherwise, you need to purchase air compressor and pay a certain cost that may sit unused for long periods of time and require maintenance when in use, which is cumbersome. Second, electric nail gun. Divided into wired and cordless nail guns, motor-driven, no longer need to be equipped with air compressors and air hoses, relatively small size, lightweight, easy to carry. Among them, wireless nail gun is even more free, can work in any site, is the current popular nail gun products. Relatively low noise, relatively simple structure, low maintenance cost, can realize the same working effect as pneumatic nail gun. However, it is relatively less powerful than a pneumatic nail gun, and may not be able to drive the nail completely into harder materials. The efficiency is not as high as the pneumatic one, recommended for individual users and those who need to work outdoors. It doesn't cost much, is easy to store, and easily meets the needs of simple work. And it can be easily used outdoors, so you can work anywhere, anytime. Third, manual nail gun. The power of the manual nail gun comes entirely from the user's hands, through manual operation to drive the nail gun to complete the nail action. Can be used in virtually any environment for small batch or temporary stapling needs. However, this method is not suitable for prolonged use, and you will tire easily and get injured as a result. I believe you can understand whether you should choose an electric or pneumatic nail gun depending on the job. Regardless of the type of nail gun, there are different ways to use it, and you can generally divide these categories according to their use. Let's start with the most common nail gun, which is the straight nail gun, also known as the remodeling nail gun. For example, the one I'm showing here is an electric nail gun. It's perfectly suited for most home improvement jobs. For example, a wooden cabinet, a bird's nest, a picture frame, the connection between two boards, including some small skirting edging. Basically, you can use it for any work in wood construction. Next is a nail gun, also known as a non-marking nail gun. The nail gun has a very small eye, mainly used for small crafts. But it's not suitable for house renovation and maintenance, or for work with slightly stronger connections. Steel nail gun. It's larger, heavier, and more powerful. It's mainly used for larger renovations and outdoor work. If you want to put some wood frames on the wall, for example, you can use it. And it has a safety device where the contact part needs to be against the board or wall in order to be struck. It's usually used by professionals. In addition to this, there are some nail guns designed to make specific jobs more convenient. For example, the linoleum big hat roll nail gun, designed for installing roof shingles. Solid wood flooring nail gun, specializing in the installation of solid wood flooring or the installation of solid wood laminate flooring. These nail guns are much less labor-intensive when it comes to completing a specific job, so it's worth trying if you have enough work to do. Having said that, let's look at the nails used in these nail guns. The nails in a nail gun are all defined as gauge. So what is a gauge? As early as the 18th century, when steel was smelted, the unit gauge was first used. In fact, gauge is all kinds of draw. In fact, it is to pull out the wire and press the thin. It's all about the process of going from thicker to thinner and thinner. Then different molds press out different thicknesses to produce what we now call different gauge. Make a gauge comparison here. 10 gauge, 16 gauge, 18 gauge. The larger this gauge number is, the smaller the diameter actually is, i.e., the finer it is. Different gauge nails are suitable for different styles of nail guns, and it can be said that each nail gun has its own range of nails to be used. You have to use as many gauge nails as it will take, and each product will be labeled with the length of the nails. Usually you can buy nails in at this length range. Now showing the 18 gauge, which is the nail used in the inline nail gun most commonly used in home remodeling or and it also has a smaller nail head, so then that leaves a very, very small eye for the nail. Normally you don't need to fill them. If you're going to paint, you can cover this nail hole with a little bit of putty by hand. It's very easy. Next, we'll look at the 10 gauge, which is what the nail gun uses. It's got a big nail head, so you can see that the marks are pretty obvious and not easy to fix. In addition to that, there's the 20 to 23rd gauge there for pin nail guns. They're more expensive, but the nail holes are the smallest, almost invisible. Okay folks, now let's take this straight nail gun as an example of how to use a nail gun. Nail guns are mainly made of grip, launch button, headstock, nail bar, buttonhole. First, pull the clips apart and put the nails in horizontally. The front of the gun is against the nozzle, and then you push up on the cover. So, against the object, the light on the front will come on, and then we can push the button to start hitting the nail. Sometimes it's easy to jam a nail here, so you have to unscrew the screw and manually remove the nail. This is something I'll cover in a later video specifically on how to fix the pinning problem. Now let's show you how to make a quick little toolbox with a nail gun. First, wear goggles, gloves, protective clothing, and other protective equipment. The one we have is a motorized nail gun, just plug the battery in from the base. Secondly, align the side panels with the bottom panels, in line with the rows of nails for the nail gun. Hold the exit of the nail gun against the side of the board, and the light will come on to indicate that it's ready for operation. Third, note that the nails can be angled in different directions to increase structural strength, but they must not penetrate the surface of the board. Summarize the precautions for safe operation of a nail gun. First, wear protective equipment such as goggles, gloves, protective clothing, etc. Second, you don't start a nail gun on a person's body. Third, when using a nail gun on sheetrock, the nails may penetrate the sheetrock, so be careful to prevent this. Fourth, disconnect the battery when replacing the spikes. If you are interested in a nail gun and want to buy one, I'll explain what parameters to look for in a nail gun and what to look for in a nail gun. If you are a professional worker who has a higher frequency of using the mainly used in renovation projects, please choose the size 18 gauge pneumatic nail gun. If you're a DITHR selfer who only needs to use it for renovations and routine maintenance, and it's a small and convenient investment, choose the 18 gauge power nailer. You need to focus on the specifications of the nails, whether they fit the nail gun or not, so that it's easy to buy them again. If the nails you choose are not matched to the nail gun, they can easily cause problems such as nail jamming, so it's a major concern. Okay, friends, this is the introduction of the nail gun. Hopefully the above knowledge will help you choose the right nail gun tool for you. As an experienced power tool enthusiast, we will continue to provide details of different power products. Hopefully we will see you in the next issue.